Dashers are giving up on dashing. DoorDash drivers no longer want to work for DoorDash as delivery drivers anymore. I understand why. I know why. The pay is down compared to when it first came out. See, DoorDash used to be an easy way for people to make additional money to help them out in times of hardship, in times of need, or if they just needed that extra money to spend on bills or wanted some extra money to spend on whatever they wanted to spend it on, right? Taking a trip or whatever the case may be, just having some additional money. But nowadays, it's not even worth it. They make you drive long distances for small amounts of money. The waiting times in the restaurants are long. The whole nine. I will get into it. They will get into it. Those that are the creators in this video. Listen, I'm going to share some more as I go on. As you know, you drop a comment below at any time. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe and ring the post notification bell as well. There we go. All right, let's get into it.
The hustle and grind culture was literally killing me. While sitting here filming content for my page, a DoorDasher pulled up next to me, dropped off an order to somebody in my building. That specifically hit home to me because if you've been on my page for a while, then you know that I used to DoorDash avidly just to make ends meet. It was one of my very many side hustles that I was doing, and I was hustling constantly. While I definitely believe the hustle and grind can be beneficial when you're building something new, I think if you're doing it in a way that's not really moving the needle forward in your life, it's just a really fast track to burnout. If you're hustling and grinding, but it's not building anything that's going to pay off for you down the line, so you don't have to hustle and grind so hard, what is the point? Because let's be real, who wants to be DoorDashing and grinding for the rest of their life? I'm thankful for the role it played. It created the ability for me to be able to embark on my online stuff, but I'm so happy that I don't have to do that anymore. So just a little thought to those who are out there grinding, doing stuff like that, doing delivery work or whatever. I highly recommend to start working on building things out that can work harder for you down the line instead of putting all of your time and effort just in that, because it's not going to get you the escape. You have to build out the thing that's going to give you the escape. And I promise you there's more, and I promise you there's better.
Trust me, guys, when I say I am doing everything in my power to leave DoorDash for good. You could break these all up and pay somebody a decent wage, but instead of doing that, you want to offer them this type of shenanigans for $23. I can't do this anymore, so I am leaving DoorDash ASAP. Thank you guys for listening.
See what I'm saying? It's not even worth it. The pay is not worth it. They want you to deliver multiple orders. Not only will the customer be mad, the driver gonna be mad. It took you all of that time just for you to be undercompensated. And more than likely, you probably didn't get a good tip.
Bro, fuck that shit. I got a DoorDash catering order and it was the worst experience I ever had. Number one, I get there, the food's not even ready. He tell me 15 to 20 minutes and I was there for another hour and a half. Then the customer's blowing up my phone talking about where the food, how long it's gonna take. I don't fucking know. But I know why it took so long. Because once I had everything, I realized that it was fucking 30 different meals from the same place. Y'all niggas ordered 30 meals and you plugging my phone asking me where it's at. I don't know. I'm just picking it up and bringing it. And then the niggas didn't even tip. Like, what the fuck?
I'm officially done with DoorDash and I'm officially done with Instacart. Let me tell you something. Spark is where it's at. Baby, you cannot knock a hustle. You cannot knock or talk crap about somebody that's just trying to make a dollar. I follow a doctor, okay, that does DoorDash, mind you. I started Spark, 2 days ago? And I want to say I put 5 hours or less in. I don't know the exact number, but I'm already at $424. Let me jump to my calculator real quick. That's $70 an hour. $70 an hour. And for some people, yeah, it's like, why would you want to brag that you're a grocery delivery shopper person? But like I said, I follow a doctor that does DoorDash. If that doesn't tell you about the economy. If you are wanting fast cash and you have a car, do Spark. If you're wanting to save for something, do Spark. If you forgot about a bill, let me tell you something. You go ahead, work for 2 hours, and you'll probably make more than what you need if you have minimal bills. So the moral of the story is, can't knock nobody for a hustle, and I highly advise anybody to do this app if they're really needing some income, fast income. I'm very impressed. I understand there's going to be some days better than others, but for 3 days, 6 hours or less, $424, bro. Yeah, I get it. Miles on your car, yada yada. The miles I personally have been exploring to deliver to these people's houses, it's nothing that's like, oh my gosh, I'm putting a lot of miles and I'm wasting a lot of gas. I filled up once. It takes $40, okay, to fill up my car, and I am right under half a tank. So do the math. I'm blown away. I am blown away.
People are really misunderstanding what I'm really pissed about in my DoorDash video, and I think you need to understand. So let me explain to it. This woman sent me to 2 different people's houses because she couldn't check her own address, who then yelled at me. I am a black woman in Texas. Neither one of these people that were yelling at me were my color. I showed up to a random person's house who was not expecting me. And I'm a black woman in Texas. Does that put it in perspective? It's almost dark out. You're not answering your phone. And I'm delivering your DoorDash order. And I don't know where you are. And now I've pulled up to 2 separate people's houses to try to deliver orders to you. Heavy fucking grocery orders. And you're not answering? You've sent me to the wrong place twice. They're pissed off for me knocking on their door. This could have been dangerous. And she didn't give a fuck. And then she uses the excuse that she was sick and that DoorDash helps her every day. That means that she does this to numerous DoorDashers and she gives no fuck. And it's not the only person that does this. There are probably numerous people on this app right now that don't have their apartment number or their apartment or the name of their apartments. They just think, oh, just use the delivery instructions. Do you live in an apartment that may be next to another apartment? Do you know if they're close enough together that the driving instructions will just send them to whatever apartment is closest? You've seen it on your GPS before. Be so fucking for real. This is why I'm done. If it means I lose everything, then fuck it. Working for a company like that, that'd be okay with their worker and with their drivers and everything that they did, and then tried to not help at all. And then it's the icing on the cake. No tip. My life is worth more.
I remember one guy, he was crying. He was like, man, he got like $2 for an order. He had to drive like 30 minutes or more. Might have been an hour. He was crying. He was like, man, I made $2 off this order. I knew it was bad when, let me just tell the story so y'all have more context. This guy that I knew, right? He started DoorDash when it first came out. That was his main thing. That was his job. That was his job for real. That was his daily. He would get up, go out, and do DoorDash all day. And he'd make good money. He'd make a couple $100 per day. He'll be happy. I talked to him recently. He said he hasn't done DoorDash in a while, in years. And I was shocked. I'm like, man, he was doing DoorDash for years. And he said that. I'm like, yeah, it's over. It's over. A lot of people are quitting or going to quit. If he's quitting.
Sorry, don't get it. Y'all can spend $30. Y'all can tip the DoorDash driver or something. I mean, that's just common sense. DoorDash don't pay us but $2 to bring this profit out to y'all.
Y'all need to just go ahead and take the app off y'all phone. Tell DoorDash or Uber Eats or whoever y'all work for, you just don't want to do it no more. Go ahead and just take the app off y'all phone. I'm so sick of this tip culture. These delivery drivers complaining. Like, what is going on? First, I see a lady that's complaining because the customer didn't want to come to her car to get the groceries because she said it was too many groceries. Why you can't come outside and get your groceries? Why don't she just get in the car and drive with you and help you do the rest of your goddamn deliveries? What is wrong with y'all? Now you got this man going off on these people because they didn't tip. When are we going to make this very clear to y'all? You talking about how much you getting paid. They ain't got nothing to do with the customer. Tips are not obligated. When y'all gonna understand that? I rarely do delivery orders and stuff, but when I do, I tip afterwards. And then it's another story where the customer told the delivery driver, do not knock on the door because I have a sleeping baby. And because that driver saw that the customer didn't tip, she purposely still knocked on the door like 10 times to wake up that baby because she was mad she didn't see a tip. When the lady could have very well have tipped her after the service was provided. Y'all need to go ahead and clock out, put the app up. It ain't for you. Just understand the job just ain't for you, baby. I have never seen so many entitled ass people in my life. You can't make nobody tip you. And if they want to tip you, let them tip you how they want to tip you. You a grown ass man complaining to a family that they ain't tip you. Sir,
Who does that? Like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And thankfully, me personally, I don't really do orders no more. I haven't did DoorDash in over, 2 years? I don't do Amazon. The only thing I do is Walmart every now and then because they the only one out there that got some sense. But y'all really pushing it, okay? Y'all really, and then the girl that said to come down and get your groceries, when the lady said leave it at the door, Walmart gives you the option to leave at the door for a reason. Take it up with Walmart. I'm done.
But listen here, DoorDash, with all of those fees, y'all need to give those to the drivers. Y'all need to give those to your employees. It doesn't make sense why when you order a meal from DoorDash, you got to pay like double for the meal. If it's $15 originally for real, then it's $30 with all of the fees and taxes. People already like, I paid double for the meal. Then they have the tip. The tip should be included in the fees. You see what I'm saying? Some of those fees should go to the drivers. So that way they're not mad. They're not upset with the customer. DoorDash need to get it together. But that's why they're coming out with drone delivery. They don't got to tip no drone or pay them for delivery at all. That means the order should be cheaper though, huh? There should be no delivery fee. Maybe a service fee, a small service fee, that's it. And it's not going to take that long. By the time you press order, it's probably going to be at the door within like 5 minutes.
DoorDash is an actual joke. I ended up turning to DoorDash after I lost my job of 13 years and I struggled to find work in this job market. I was getting desperate because my savings were getting low and I needed anything. So I decided, you know what? Let's try DoorDash. It can't be that bad. But I couldn't have been more wrong. So let's dive into the 3 reasons I quit DoorDash and what I did instead. 1, the base pay is a joke. It's anywhere from $2 to $4, but it always starts towards the bottom. And it's only after people either reject or don't accept an order that it'll come back around to you, and even then it only bumps it up by like 25 cents. And most of these trips are can be anywhere from like 7 to 10 miles. And so you want me to take a $2 base pay and drive 7 miles to drop off some food, and then I still have to drive 7 miles back to the zone where the food is to get my next order. Reason number 2, people are cheap and they do not tip. I was actually very surprised at this because me, personally, when I would order DoorDash, I'm tipping 20% at least minimum when I order. So I thought, well, that's cool. Everybody else is going to be, just like me. I mean, they understand that people have to work hard and that, gas money to deliver food. And it's not like they're getting paid, by the restaurant to deliver the food. Maybe people don't understand how low the base pay on DoorDash actually is. But yeah, people don't tip. You'd be surprised how many people don't tip. I would be lucky to get a $1 or $2 tip sometimes. And some of these people ordering this food are like 10 miles away from the delivery zone, 11 miles away from the delivery zone. And you want me to drive all the way out there to drop off your food and you don't want to tip me? Because the app will tell you if you're getting a tip before you even get there. Number 3, DoorDash will penalize you and people scam you. DoorDash will penalize you if you don't accept an order. But I can tell you right now, I'm not accepting an order that is 12 miles away for a $2.50 base pay and somebody gives me $0 tip. Ain't happening. But the more jobs you don't accept, the less jobs they send you. And I'm not going to waste my gas to drive 12 miles one way and then 12 miles back another way. That's a 24-mile round trip for one delivery, which I'm going to get like $3 for. Not happening. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Now, people also scam you. With DoorDash, normally, when you drop off the food, it requires you to take a picture to show that the food was delivered. People will go in the app and instead say, please hand deliver me my food. So then when you hand deliver them the food, you're no longer required to take a picture. So then people will turn around and call DoorDash and complain and say that they never got their food, it was never delivered or handed to them. And then, again, it goes against you. You as the driver are now penalized. The customer's never wrong. So what did I do about it? Well, since the job market sucked, I was still applying for jobs. I just couldn't get anything. And I have like 20 years experience. And I was getting sick and tired of DoorDash. So I decided to learn a new skill.
All my dashers, where you at? My dashers, where are you? Come to the front. For if you're a dasher, let me know, have you contemplated quitting or are you thinking about quitting right now? Are you fed up with DoorDash? Tell your story. Tell why you do DoorDash. And if you would quit, if you could quit. That's what I want to know. I appreciate your family. Peace. To my Hebrew fam, shalom. I will catch y'all on the next one.